Yeah, so welcome to Vasili's Garden, folks. We've got a bit of cleaning up to do in here. I haven't finished pruning all my trees down, and this is something that I'm sure many of you got the same problem with as well. First things first, we're going to take out whatever's crossing over in the middle. We're going to bring the height down. You can see it was cut down to here about sort of waist height. Now we're going to work out around the chest height to bring it down. And if I'm looking for more growth out of it, I'm actually going to cut back to an outward facing bud so that I can actually stimulate it. And we normally cut it on an angle, and we're trying to find a bud that's facing outwards. So you'd look about 30 or 40 centimetres, 30 centimetres or 4 or 5 buds above. That one's okay, so we can just cut to there like that. That's an outward facing bud on a slight angle in the same direction as what the bud's growing. So that will stimulate growth. In here, as you can see, this is growing inwards, and we don't want that to continue. And if we do a cut like we just did earlier on a slight angle, we're going to stimulate more growth. And as I've learned from my buddy, this is what we do. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we do an undercut. Now you can see how far away I've cut from that little bud there. See, it's further above, it's not next to the bud there. Well, that causes a little bit of dieback. And apparently that, by doing that, we're going to stimulate a specific enzyme that's going to trigger that to become a flowering bud, not a leaf or a shoot coming out of there. And that way we can get some fruit growing off here as well. So this one's going to grow out. This one over here is going to grow out. That one's going to produce fruit, and we can do the same there. See that little bud there? That's going to produce fruit. We can leave that for now, a bit of fun, and we just cut back to another short one, undercut, like that, and that's it. So we do that all the way around. Nearly done there, folks. There's a couple of extra branches in here that I've left, uprights, because we normally go with a northeast west sort of structure, but we've got north, east, west, south, east, west as well. But we may remove some later on, and I need to open this one up a little bit because it is growing a little bit upright. I might end up taking these down. Oh, there we go, the sun's going really low now. So what I've done here is basically cut to the bud as close as possible that I want it to continue growing outwards. For example, this one I want it to continue growing out, so we're just going to cut a little bit above the bud on the angle, like that there. And for those that I don't want continue to grow out and want to turn them into fruiting spurs, like this one here, I've done the undercut on the top bud, which has been removed, and all this dieback will stimulate that bud to start flowering and fruiting for us. So there's still a couple of branches that I want to remove, but I haven't got the heart to do it. And if I shape this around here like that, then it'll be a better tree overall, and open this one up a little bit there. We've got some room, we've got some time, still a young tree. Chest height, thereabouts. Next time it'll be shoulder height and head height, and that's it. So if you haven't pruned your trees yet, and I haven't finished pruning my ones, get out there. What are you waiting for? It's bloody cold. I'm going to go inside and have something to eat. Right, that's it.